Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. All right, y'all, this is part two of our marathon today. The Family Chantel, Season 5, Episode 3, A Rose by Any Other Name. Okay. Okay.
Trash. Oh, next. That's just the way it is. This was the fear I have with this season because of how everything played out. Because remember, we found out all this last season, right? Not last
Mhm.
season, like after last season. It was like literally like right
Mhm.
after everything like exploded. It was all on social media. It was a mess, and I'm like, yeah, they're not in filming right now, so we're not gonna get any of this. And based on the timeline, just based on how everything's moving, this was like a very quickie divorce. Like in and out, here's the paperwork, review it with your lawyer, sign it so we can move on.
But I would have rather see that
Right.
and the battle over the settlement.
Right.
Like why it took 9 months to get the settlement worked out. And it still wound up being 50-50 minus $65,000.
Right. Right. And I think with this, what happened with this one is there's some key content that we missed on, like the divorce, like the back and forth, this and um, that kind of stuff, and how if Pedro, like we could have seen Pedro sell the house. That would add an extra layer, but they didn't want to do all that, and I understand why.
No, I don't want to see Pedro sell the house. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, for
Remember
dramatically,
last
I would have.
season when he was showing that house? He couldn't have sold me a taco.
Hmm. Yes, Ryan, and where that 60K went.
We know where it went. All of them designer handbags that she had behind her in one of the scenes, and all of her little red bottom shoes. Uh-huh. Okay.
Something tells me, and I may be wrong, and you guys tell me what you guys think on this.
Mm-hmm.
My theory is yes, she did some shopping, right? But she ain't coming
Mm-hmm.
out with Kelly's and nothing like that. Part of me really feels like she took the bulk of that money and put that money down on the house. I think her living with, I swear, like I think you and someone else said last week,
Mm-hmm.
she's living with Karen and William, or Tom's, what the child's name is, in winter just for the show. I really feel she has a house somewhere that we don't know about.
Or maybe she was the one who was really driving the social media presence that brought in all of that $265,000, and she just took her part off the top.
Shut up. You talking she's the agent for, never mind.
I'm just saying, like, I don't see him doing nothing on social media unless they have to do with him in real estate. But I'm sure that all of that money that she got for them was like
Mhm.
influencer cash,
Right.
and she hustled for it.
Agreed.
And it could be a reason why she would go on vacation every weekend or whatever it was that he said,
Paid
because maybe
promotions.
she
Paid
exactly.
promotion.
So she deserved that money. I know legally not, but
Right.
in my head, yes, she deserved that money.
Yeah, because even with her scenes with Karen, it's like
Mhm.
I just don't really believe them. I believe Chantel's already moved on. Like I said, I wholeheartedly believe she took that money to and bought her some put a down payment, a nice hefty down payment on the house.
I mean, yeah, or at least a condo,
Yeah.
single girl condo downtown Atlanta.
Hmm. Why not? Why not?
Let's hope so. But again, that would have been more interesting to watch than this
Way
bullshit.
more. This is bad.
And
And
where is Winter sleeping?
on
Because the
somebody's
last
couch.
time she left the guy's house and went back home to Mama Karen had her on a pull out in the hallway.
Hmm. And like I said, like I finished last show, I'll start with this show. What's the problem with this show is the reversal we have with Whitney. With Whitney, we don't care about her. She's a star, but we don't care about you. We like in the Family Dolphin. That's who we want to see on.
Mhm.
We don't care about you. We want to see the Family Dolphin, Glenn, and some Hunter. So I'm gonna say this. I do like Hunter with Glenn and the Dolphins. I just do. I
Mhm.
just do. But
Save that for their show.
yeah, I'll say that first. I'm just saying. So on Whitney's show, it was all about the side characters. We love them.
Mhm.
On the Family Chantel, we don't care about none of y'all. I want to see Chantel in the hot girl summer. I want to see who's in the DMs, which actors, which ball play. I need to. That's the mess I want to know. I want to see Chantel, and I'm going with Debbie in the downtown Atlanta condo, living her
Mhm.
best single life. I do
Mhm.
not want to see Karen at a pole dancing class. I don't want to hear from Karen. I don't want to hear from Thomas. Now we want to see Chantel at the cute little pole dancing class. Yes, we can see Karen. We can see Chantel at the cute. That was cute. That was. Go ahead, Chantel. Get your work in. I ain't mad at you. You're advertising. Get the OnlyFans ready. I'm not mad at you. Get your coin.
I do not want her on OnlyFans with a whole nursing certificate. No. Wasn't Pedro a trainer at some point? He was on keto, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Remember him and Chantel was doing it together or something? They've been
Yeah,
very gym and health conscious.
always.
Um,
You
it's
know,
just
that's
for
that's, that's the
show.
content I want to see. I don't want to see
Tracy agrees
Pedro.
with you.
See, I'm glad other people agree with me because I swear in my head I'm like I don't think anyone would like go with me on this theory. It's just a theory I know, but I really feel that way. Yes, Tracy, some famous Canadian rapper, right? Um, that was funny. That was funny. You know, so with not the Renaissance, not the Renaissance tour though.
She was real early.
But this
Oh my
content, the content they're giving us, it's too side character driven,
and
and
they're
then
not
one
even good side characters.
and one of the main characters we don't care about him. Like I don't need to see you meeting up with Karima for what?
How many of y'all believe she engaged?
To Pedro.
No.
But can we talk about that one little clip? And I want to
Mm,
know if y'all caught this too. Let me know. Y'all, Debbie in the chat, I want to hear from y'all.
mm.
Did y'all catch when he said, I have not hooked up with Karama since Chantel came into the picture?
Yes, that language was very telling.
But yet he has never had sex with anyone but before Chantel, and
Mhm.
he's never been in a relationship. But
Right.
but the little private eye says something different though.
For real. For real.
And let's talk about MVP to the PI, MVP to the
Mhm.
PI. When he said yeah, he was on these business trips, you know. Well, they were supposed to be business trips and blah 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 blah. And apparently he's been messing around with his mentor.
How they put that on the show?
But remember, we heard that last
I
year.
know, but they just
Oh.
they just verifying the trash. And that woman whole married.
And Chantel's talking about I confided in her. I'm like, oof.
But I remember when they showed that scene last season, I was like, why is she talking to that woman?
You did say that.
Why is she telling her business to that woman? For her, I thought she would use it against her later. I didn't know
Right.
she was dipping and doing with Pedro.
Right?
Oof. Mm-mm-mm. Yes, I asked about that.
Oh.
He said it. Oh.
He did say
Ooh.
it twice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tracy. You know she can't do that.
Mm-mm. No. Was there
I
anything
know.
else in this episode?
Oh, Chantel Winter and the mother went to the wig store. I really love that pink wig on
Mm-hmm.
Chantel.
Mm-hmm.
And Chantel looked like she got a nice set of hair up underneath her wig
Right.
cap. I would like to see her natural hair one of these days. Um, she should keep the pink hair, or at least that cut. I like that cut. It lightens her up. It makes her look younger. That long hair drags her down, and it reminds
Right.
me of Pedro. I would like her to do a glow up, post divorce, titties
Ryan.
ass out, you know.
Ryan. Right. Okay. I'll start with this one. Ryan says, "I don't believe the PI. He wasn't definitive in any of his findings. He said probably. See, Ryan. Here's the thing. I
Because
would be
he's
with you on that.
production. He's
I would be
production
with
though.
you. I would be with you on that. But that came out that came out off season last year. So I'm going with the production PI on this one. Timo Chantel, not Timo. Child.
Thank
uh,
you, Tracy. Her pink wig was cute. I
no,
didn't
it
know
was.
what Winter was doing with her hair. Um, and why didn't take a crowbar and get that thing off of Karen's head? I don't know, but whatever.
But here's the whole thing with that though. Again, content we did
Mm-hmm.
not need because if Winter has a test shoot in New York,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a reason to buy wigs.
But here's
It's
the thing.
a
Here's the
test. It's a
thing.
test. It's a test shoot for you the way you are.
The only thing I took away from that was Winter went and got weight loss surgery to become a plus size model.
Um,
I That didn't make sense to me, but okay, we gonna roll with it. We gonna roll with it. And the test shoot is in New York, and all three of them go with her to New York. Isn't Chantel gonna be set up on a date or something
yeah,
like
but
that
one
while
of her
she's
friends.
there?
Yes.
Okay, so down in the DR, people was doing things that I really didn't care about. Why is when Pedro went with the dollar store knockoff of Chantel to dinner, how you gonna show up in a whole brown tone outfit and pink boots? Okay. Did you forget to shave your legs or something and you had to put on the long boots? I don't know, but you wasn't making no sense. And he immediately peeped that she looked exactly like Chantel. And he was like, nah, that's okay. And why did Nicole not catch that? Because that was Nicole's friend from the beauty
Right.
pageant.
Right.
Okay. In New York. Well, it's at the wig shop that mom tells Chantel everything that the PI. Um, Again, this isn't making any sense to me because if they already divorced, settlement done, why are we rehashing this? Why couldn't you have done this during the divorce?
Mm-hmm.
These are things that you bring up during a divorce, not after, because it makes no sense to me. But okay, I've never been divorced, so I don't know. Please forgive me. You can correct me in the comments. If you come nasty though or aggressive, you'll be blocked. Just saying. But y'all are not usually not like that. It's just that one Cucamonga lady, Barbara Goodman, whatever her name was. Um, Chantel, they head off to New York. They get an offer on the house, but it's low ball.
Mm-hmm.
And she calls Pedro to let him know. He's like, you should have let me sell this house and we could have made more money. And she's like, no, you owe me an apology. You need to apologize to me because you was cheating on me all this time. And she goes off in the middle of the New York streets. Why? Why you let Karen get into your psyche like
Right.
this?
Exactly.
Karima look like Chantel too? Oh my god. Well, what is it? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Right.
Just keep on saying that in your head, Chantel. Um, well, she has a fight with him on the phone. Let's see. We see Pedro and Nicole going to get some chicharrones. I was more interested in the chicharrones than those two. He meets up with Karima for drinks. She's engaged. Oh well. Duh, 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 duh. Oh, while they're in the car in New York, the three women see a social media post of Pedro and Karima. That's what sets off Chantel, so that when she's already going into the call with Pedro angry. Um, then we get to a part with Lydia's romance with Scott, and we got a whole rehash of that, and we didn't need it. They meet up for drinks. Then they go back to the TLC headquarter hotel, and he lifts her fireman style up the stairs and throws her into the room. I guess they had sex. I don't understand why she's giving him another chance. Um,
She's trying to get to America. She said that. She blatantly said that.
but I'm not. I wasn't interested in this when it was on Paradise.
It's well, Scott's a known quantity, so I think what they're planning on is trying to get their own show.
Again, I wasn't interested in this when it was on Paradise.
I'm just telling you what they're trying to do, based on what I can see.
I wasn't interested in this when it was on Paradise. I'm not interested in it now, nor will I be interested in them in the future. I mean, none of them in the DR. None. That's relation to Pedro.
Exactly. Because see, what happened is Pedro messed up the bag for the whole family. So Lydia is doing the best she can to keep the TLC checks coming in. That's all this is. That's all this is.
And why do we need to meet with Alejandro while the women are in New York? Why?
Because Karen's messy.
Yeah, whatever. We find out that Pedro did not have sex with Chantel for a year before they got divorced. Really? He wasn't touching Pinky for a year?
Because he was touching. Never mind.
Ooh. Stop it.
Remember on Miami when Lenny was getting all in shape, eating right, getting the body tight, and Lisa's like, that's for me, right? And remember, Lisa and Lenny weren't having sex either, but he was getting the body right. He was doing all that, but he wasn't giving her none. Like the other women said. I'm not sure who said it, but they said that if you're not getting it, someone else definitely is. I'm sorry. No man is not going to touch his wife for a year with no reason. For no reason. He putting it somewhere. And this is not to be mean or rude, but it's just like Pedro, like you have Chantel. Anything you get is going to be a downgrade. She's a beautiful woman. She seems actually nice, and she's a whole nurse, so she's educated.
I don't think he values that.
I don't. I mean, but when you look at where he comes from, it's not surprising.
I think too much venom and poison has leaked into his system from his mother and sister. Karen didn't do anything to help either. She reinforced all the poison that they said about Karen. Do I think that he actually loves Chantel at some point? I would love to think so.
Oh,
I don't. But
did I miss this part? I must have missed this part of the episode because I didn't watch all of it.
Chantel just wanted to out Pedro and his ED. Oh yeah, she said erectile dysfunction. Yeah, she had no business screaming out his medical history. Still don't like Pedro though. But was that a diagnosis, or was she just saying, "Well, he ain't fucked me, so he had to have the ED"? Right. You know,
did Pedro admit to having ED?
I think he just didn't. He was out with her. He was done. And if he was already offloading with what's her name, Laura,
right?
You know, you don't. There's nothing left when you get home.
I mean, you could make it. You can make it. You could. I mean,
Oh my God, Tracy. Okay, so Ryan says she put him on blast. Um, and then Tracy says he only had ED around her ass as boss. Oh my
but
God.
see, if you think of Pedro though, he's like the emotional one in his family. So you know, like his sex maybe for him, sex could be emotional. So I could see that happening.
He ain't getting that $60,000 back because it wasn't never
No,
his to begin with.
that money was tied up in property. And if he really wanted, here's the thing: if he really wanted that 60K back, he'd have fought for that
Yeah.
during the settlement. In my opinion,
What if it was the down payment on the first house?
no, I don't think
No.
so. No, because the down payment on the house came before the situation. Because that money, that 60K was still a part of the joint account. That's why.
No, but what if she was like, "Well, I put the down payment on the first house, so I'm
Oh,
gonna
so
take
she's
that shit back."
like she paid like okay. You're saying what you're saying is got it. She's recouping her money basically.
Or what if that was the money that the grandmother left her as inheritance? Because
Okay.
remember in Georgia, and he's just letting that go too willy nilly. And in Georgia,
Right.
inheritance cannot be claimed.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, Ryan
There's
says
too much we're missing.
Pedro ain't that teachable. But my whole thing is this: if that 60K was like really important to you, you'd have fought for that during the settlement. I'm just
Uh-huh.
saying, if you had
Mm-hmm.
legal rights to that 60K,
Mm-hmm.
then he'd have fought harder for it, but he didn't.
Exactly. And that's why I wish we had seen the divorce, like the court proceedings with the divorce, or even like if it was like mediation or something like that. I wish we would have seen that. I wish we would have seen the negotiations on the settlement, all of that. Now it's just difficult.
He was earning his commission. We know he wasn't selling any houses. Oops. Wow.
Yeah. We saw that sales pitch. Mm. Anywho, I think that was the episode.
Yeah, there was nothing else.
That was it, y'all.
But like I said, with this show, just be prepared to just get nothing out of it because like the meat of what this should have been has already taken place. The divorce, the fight over the settlement, the back and forth. That's all been done and dusted before the season. So this is just what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna get, everybody. Just be prepared. That we're gonna get a season of side characters we don't care about and useless contrived storyline.
Get ready, y'all. Karen gonna be doing her most,
Yes,
and it's gonna be annoying.
because we have to remember though. Yes, Pedro and his family are going to be out after the season most likely. Karen likes the camera. Let's be called think a thing. So she's going to do whatever she can to come back, try to get another season.
Nobody want to see her.
But Karen thinks she's entertaining.
Karen want to get a Sex in the City, and it's just not happening.
True.
All right, y'all. Join us at the top of the hour. We're going to be discussing the season finale of Sister Wives. The season finale was much like this season.
I don't know what that. Yeah.
They did the okey doke on us. They really did.
Not
Because
really,
I don't know
because
what to
we
say
got
about this season.
all I'm going to say about this last episode. People was putting their plans out there. From my perspective, and a whole bunch of people are going to be calling forensic accountant based on what we found out and how
Child,
the how
forensic
the
accountants, appraisers, land
we
line
learned we learned
assessors.
I'll put it this way. It was nice that we found out definitively how Coyote Pass was laid out. And
Mm-hmm.
Cody, Cody, I have no sympathy for you when Robin leaves you.
For real.
Because Robin is gonna make out like a bandit,
Yep.
and she blatantly told him what they were going. we're gonna talk about because that was a whole enlightenment for me.
Yep. So come on back here. Join us for a little kiki kaka. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, I mean I'm gonna watch this
Mm-hmm.
just to see how it plays out. But I'm not going in here expecting anything like of significant value because, like I said, when 75% of the show revolves around side characters and not the actual star,
Mm-hmm.
you just kind of just roll with it at this point.
Tracy, I had to put this comment up. What's funny to me, I love this finale. I watched it 3 times.
I mean, just the information. These they don't care. Like they out.
Yeah, they didn't tell us. But how much more could we have seen? We knew that we got up to October because that's when the shit hit the fan in the tell alls for last year, the one on
Right.
one. Okay, we're going to discuss it when we get to the top of the hour. Come back because I have a theory and I want to share it with y'all. So, Jamal, any final thoughts? Did I ask you that already? I'm sorry.
No, we're good to go.
All right, y'all. See y'all soon in about 30 minutes. All right, y'all. Bye.